right? So what rule will I use? I will use product. Could I use power rule? How? How would I use power rule on this? Like distribute all the terms, combine all the like terms, and then you could do the power rule, right? It's doable, but it would take you a little bit of work.
Now, what if that's easier?
Power rule?
Yeah.
Go ahead. As long as you get the right answer, I don't care. You need to get the process though, the product. Because all you got to remember is first derivative of second. That's all you have to remember. Right there. Because the other part is what? I don't have to memorize it. It's what? It's the opposite. It's the symmetric whatever. SDF. Because it is. So the only part I remember is first derivative of second. Okay? So that means that my derivative, the first is x cubed plus 4x. Everybody, what's the derivative of the second?
6 plus 6
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm done, right?
No,
I'm not done. Plus, what's your second, everybody? That's a little better. And the derivative of the first, y'all?
3x squared plus 4.
Better. Still not everybody. Start on you. Here we go. What now? Now I have to distribute. I've got to clean this thing up. Okay? Look at this first piece. What method will I use to multiply? FOIL method. Okay? First outer, inner, last. X cubed times 6x is 6x to the fourth. X cubed plus 2 is 2x cubed. 4x times 6x is 24x squared. 4x times 2 is 8x, right? Okay. What about the second piece? Oh, God, this is worse. But it's doable. It's worse, but it's doable. Okay, watch what we're going to do. I'm going to distribute backwards just because I don't know why I do it that way, y'all. I just do. 3x squared times 3x squared is 9x to the fourth. 3x squared times 2x is 6x to the third. 3x squared times negative 5 is negative 15x squared. Am I done? No, dang it, I'm not. Okay, distribute the 4. So 4 times 3x is 12x squared. 4 times 2x is 8x. 4 times negative 5 is negative 20. Okay?
Now,
Give out. Now, colors, colors, colors. I cannot do this without my little lines. I got an x to the fourth. I have an x to the fourth. That's it. All right, let's go with my x to the thirds. X to the third, x to the third, done. That was blue. Let's go green. X squared, x squared, x squared, right? And then a plain old x, plain old x. Y'all with me? All right, I just do that because it's what's easy for me. 6x to the fourth plus 9x to the fourth, what'd you guys get?
15x to the fourth.
2x cubed plus 6x cubed.
8x cubed.
24. I'm going to go 24 plus 12 is 36. 36 minus 15 is 21. Do you see why I did it that way? Just because my numbers in my head were easier that way. 8x and 8x. Don't forget that poor little minus 20 out there. Holy crap. What is that? It is a lot of work, this calculus. But what is that? That is just the derivative. That's f prime of x. What does the derivative stand for? That's kind of the slope what? Equation. Because if I said, hey, what's the slope when x is 3? Then what would Holly, your head? She just went. He just looked at me like, did you do that? Ollie.
304.
Wait,
Scan.
no, shut up. If he had a laser beam, he'd go. But when he cuts. That's the derivative. It's the slope equation of the secant line, right? What do I have to do now? Why?
That's what it said.
Because it said so. Find f prime of 0. All right, so here we go. Let's do that. What? No, it's not. Look what's going to happen. How do you know that? How do you know that's so fast? Because 0 times anything is 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 minus 20. That was easy. That wasn't so bad. See? I don't trust you. That's all it is to it. Okay? That's all we got to do. Everybody good with that so far?
Yeah.
So what would that negative 20 be? Of what? The tangent line at what? At x equals 0. How in the world could I find the y value? To what? Shut up! And then what could I do? Then what could I do?
Find the y for the tangent line.
I could. Polly's looking at me again like, that. You're going to have such a good mama look one day. You're going to be like, and they're, you're going to be the best. That look. And her kids are going, and they won't move.
Keep
A
working.
lot of stuff we can do with that. Check this one out. Oh my goodness gracious, this is so easy. Go ahead, go ahead. All right, get ready. Low, D high, what is it? Minus, low D high, high.
X squared plus 3x.
What is the derivative of the low? How many have you got? 0 for the derivative of the low. You better have 7 squared. It is. Can I clean this right here up? And it's going to be what? How many of you had that right there? How many of you took that one step farther? Oh, like some of y'all like, I did.
Right at time.
What'd you do?
You took out a 7.
Factor out of 7. Huh. And then what'd you do?
You can still.
Take 7 of all
7 and 40.
Well, actually,
How many of you got 14x plus 21 over 49 or 2x plus 3 over 7? You got the right answer.
I got 49.
14x plus 21 over 49. That's right. But that would be like you having 50 over 100 and everybody else having a 1/2. Is it the same answer? Yes. Okay. Now, can I show you something?
Yeah.
Y'all know I like to smush and unsmush, right? Check this out. Could I not write that problem? You don't even know.
Oh, I got you.
Could you do that?
Yeah.
I could have. And then could not have done this? Oh.
I mean, back together.
Uh-oh.
That was easier.
That was so much easier.
No.
Easy. Not as much fun. It's kind of boring, Miss Perry. I'm not really going to use that. Okay.
Not enough calculus
I'm
for me.
sorry. Yeah, not enough calculus. No, I ain't doing it. No. Do you see, though, how you can do it both ways?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all, clue into the smushing and the unsmushing. Oh, like I need your radar to be ding all the time. All the time. Let's check out another
What
one.
do you need?
Trig. Oh, yes.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah,
Trig. Woo-hoo. Here we go. You better get ready because it's getting ready. I'm about to gear to about 4. Okay. We're going to be exceeding the speed limit a little bit. In 4th gear. That's what, that was at minute 9:20. So you can go back and listen to the wing. I mean, because, you know, that's really what you're watching the freaking videos for, and not for the instruction. For all my teachers' mess ups, because that's a word. Sine, what's the derivative of sine? You already know it. Cosine. What's the derivative of cosine? Negative sine. We already know that one. Go ahead and write tangent. We're going to come back to that in just a second. We will most of the time find the derivatives of sine and cosine. Those are the ones that are going to show up the most. The two with the little green asterisk, those are the ones that are going to show up the next most. Whatever, however I'm supposed to say that. Tan. Okay, y'all ready for this? You get to hear it again. You get to hear it again. I believe everybody ought to have a little bit of color. I think I look better with color.
Got pretty color.
Pretty color. I look better with color. Take a look at the prom picture from 1990. Left school every day to get me some color on my prom dress. Here's what you need to think about. When I'm tanned, I like to seek it twice. I seek the sun twice. When you really tan, you seek the sun twice. Get it? You're a snow bunny. That's why you don't get it. That's why you don't get it. It just means something to me in my head. That's all.
The first time you did, so you got that.
That's right. That's right. The first time that I get sun, I get burnt. So I have to go back and I get my tan for the second time.
For the second time.
So I got to seek it twice to get a tan, y'all. Get it?
You get a tan to seek it.
Woo, David, that was good. Now, what am I seeking? What am I seeking, y'all?
I think you're a tan.
I seek a tan. What am I seeking? I'm seeking a tan. I know, but see, that's why you got to think of some way to remember these, y'all. If I'm tan, what have I done? I've seeked it twice. What am I always seeking? I'm seeking a tan. Okay? I know that doesn't mean anything to some of y'all, but it does to me. Because some folks don't like the sun. I like the sun. Co-secant. What? No, get ready. Gonna have to just memorize this one, y'all. The derivative of cosecant is negative cosecant cotangent. I guess the co's are together. I don't really know. If you can come up with a way to help me remember this one, please share. Please share. Because, you know, I get to do this every year. Every year. All year long, Brenda. I know. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Cotangent. This one just doesn't make any sense to me at all. Yeah, I don't even know. I have to look back. You have to know these. You have to know them. Folks, I'm about to get us some manila folders. Y'all know the little manila folders. Don't y'all do manila? Them manila folders. You know the ones I'm talking about. We're going to take them and we're going to turn them in like hot dog. We're going to fold them hot dog. Y'all know what I'm talking about from elementary school. Do you know the little flip? Didn't y'all do flip charts in Miss Brand's class? Yeah, we'd like to do them in here. But if you want to do them, I'm telling you, if you want to learn this stuff and you want to know it, I highly recommend you to do that. Because the more it's there and it's right with you at all times, the better you're going to know this stuff. You've got to do something. You won't have your phones. Okay? We're going to do it right here. But we may have to do that after school one day. So, plan on a break day.
Stay ahead.
What are we seeking? We seek it tan, and if I'm tan, I've done what?
Seek it twice.
I've seeked it twice. I know that's improper grammar. Seeked it. We don't seek it. We didn't, no, I know that's wrong, but you know what I'm trying to remember. Okay? Here we go, we gotta use these. We gotta use them. Here we go. What are we doing? We're finding the derivative, of course. Okay, cosine squared, what does that mean? What's that mean? Cosine squared.
No.
There are two cosines? What do you mean by that?
There's a cosine being multiplied by a cosine.
Okay, say that again.
There's a cosine being multiplied by a cosine.
Cosine squared means that there's a cosine
Because
multiplied to another cosine. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
Can we find the derivative of that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Wouldn't it just be negative sign to
Um,
the negative?
yeah. Do the, what rule are we going to use?
product.
You're going to use product rule, kind of, sort of.
Oh, wow.
Why?
Do you do the derivative first or the
You do the derivative. Do the derivative. Uh-huh. You got to find the derivative because what did I do? All I did was just rewrote the function, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what's product rule? What's my little mnemonic device?
Yes.
FES, and then I don't care about the rest of it, I just write it down. So what's the first? Cosine. What's the derivative of the second?
Negative.
Negative sign. Don't forget your x. Plus. Your second is what, y'all?
Cosine.
Cosine. Derivative of the first.
Oh, me.
Okay, hold on now. Because Bethany, you weren't far off. What's a positive times a negative, y'all? That's a negative, okay? So we got negative cosine sine minus cosine sine. Don't I? Negative 2 what? Yes, ma'am. How come? Because they're like terms. And it would be the same thing if I had negative CS minus CS. Well, wouldn't you write negative 2 CS? I just have extra letters, so you were very, very close. Okay? Could you do that on your own? Y'all, that right there, easy. 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 You have to be able to do that on your own. Have to. Question?
Alright, so you got product rule, and we're doing it with two terms.
Yes. Question. Say it again. Say it again.
We have three terms for product rule or more.
What would you do? You tell me.
Okay.
Yeah, you do. So you're saying, if I would have had, well, let's say I'd have had this. Oh.
Will we ever encounter
D&E.
Oh, it do it. We would do something else.
Will we ever see it?
Maybe. Next week.
Next
End
week.
of this week.
Let's save it for next week.
Let's say. You can next week. Remember? Okay. All right, here we go. Here's another one. Oh, sidebar. You need to write these quickly. Quickly. You gotta know these. You should. I know. Y'all get to go in a few minutes. Again, I'm not offended. Maybe I should be. Y'all going to lunch in a few minutes. All right. Do you remember the Pythagorean identity? Come on, context clues. Come on now. You learned it last year.
Sine squared x plus cosine
Tim, say it again. Sine squared x.
plus
Plus.
cosine squared x.
Attaboy. That's your Pythagorean theorem. Okay? You have to know that. You have to know that. how could I, bless you, move things around to find or figure out what sine squared x is?
It
Algebraically.
would equal negative sine.
Just subtract cosine from both sides, and what would you have? Sine squared x equals what? 1 minus cosine squared x, right? Because all I would do is just keep that cosine to the other side with subtraction. What would cosine squared x be?
1 minus.
Very good. Folks, these right here, you have to know those. You have to. In flip chart, just saying. You gotta know those. And once you saw sine squared plus cosine squared x equals 1, did y'all remember that from last year? No? Great. Awesome. Okay. Copy the next 3 down. And then use context clues to tell me what would cotangent squared be. Anybody see it?
1 plus CSC squared x.
Say it again.
1 plus cosecant squared x.
1 minus. 1 minus.
What is it? Just tell us.
Cosecant squared x minus 1.
Minus 1. It's going to be, look, if we take this one right here, y'all, you don't have to write this down, but let me just show you how this all happened. I showed this to you last year. I did. Subtract 1 from both sides. Well, I have cotangent squared by itself. So then it's cosecant squared x minus 1. Okay, you have to know that. Top 3 are the most important. Bottom 4, you can figure it out without memorizing it. And I can show you how to do that before or after school. Okay? I will show you algebraically how to do that. Now, you ready? I'm not done. I still got time. I got 6 minutes. Let's do this problem. Here we go. F of x is equal to sine x over 1 plus cosine x. Got to find the derivative. Quotient rule. Why? Fraction. Okay. So loaded high. So what's your load function? Does everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
What is the derivative of the top function?
Cosine. Times cosine.
Is it a plus or a minus? It's a minus. It's a minus because we're dividing. Okay? Loaded high. High, what's your high function?
Minus.
And what's the derivative of the load?
Negative sine.
What about the 1?
The derivative.
Well, it's actually what? 0 minus sine x, so it's just negative sine x, isn't it?
Yes.
Over, oh my, see, it did it magic.
Example 3.
Over
That was it.
that quantity squared, right? All right, check this out. What's about to happen on the left side?
Distribute that.
I got it distributed. Okay, here we go. Cosine x plus what? Cosine squared, right? What is negative sine x times negative sine x?
Positive sine x.
Which is sine squared x. Okay, look at this. What'd you say?
Is it 1 plus cosine squared x on the top?
No, I'd have to FOIL that out. I'd have to write it twice, FOIL it out.
Okay.
It'd end up being a trinomial. No.
Cosine squared x and sine squared x is a standard one.
Shut up. What, Tim?
The cosine squared x and sine squared x are something.
Folks, what is that right there?
1.
Shut the front door. Hey, you need to put yourself a note here. That's the Pythagorean identity. You are not going to know, if you don't write that down, when you should go back and study. You're not going to know where the 1 came from if you don't write that. Now, let me ask you something. Hannah, what's up with that?
They're like
Spidey senses tingling? Okay, say it one more time. What is, are they the same?
Yeah,
How come?
because
They don't look the same?
Move the one.
But what, say it again, Sam. But they're both positive. It does not matter that they don't look exactly alike. This is a positive cosine, this is a positive cosine, right? I got a positive 1 and another positive 1, correct?
Yes.
So what am I going to cancel?
one.
The one quantity, let me do that. With that little 2, what's on top? 0, right? 1 over who? Am I done?
Yeah, that's your
That's
answer.
it.
That's right.
Pardon? Never mind. No, that is all she wrote right there. Okay? That is all she wrote. Here's what you're going to do for me tonight.
Redo our homework that we did today.
You have to do day 2. Thursday's work is due tomorrow. The work I sent you on Thursday. Thursday's Instagram assignment.
That's it, right?
Oh, no. Oh, hold on there, Stephen Ruth. Pardon me? Oh, no, you're going to wait until I assign it, then you can go. That would be hateful, and you're not hateful, to my face at least. Here's what I want you to do, folks. Okay. Not going to say anything ugly. I cannot believe y'all just all there like, it's time to go. Y'all have a seat, because you know what? You just causing everybody else to have to shut up and hold up. Yeah, that right there. Yep, that's what I want you to do.
Is this on what we learned today?
This is just, yeah, I mean, it's just an extension of the product rule, quotient rule. But